Hello, my friends. It's Monday. You know what that means? It's Feral Monday. I have something in mind. It's going to be some purples. There's going to be some blues. There's going to be some pinks. There's going to be this blue shimmer. Let's do this. Now, I posted a picture, I think it was on Friday, here on my story, and a lot of you said that you miss the really wild looks that I used to do. You know what? I think everything is in seasons. I feel that there was a season that I went through that I really just wanted to focus on helping, and I feel that a lot of these extreme looks, they can be very overwhelming and a little intimidating. But I think it's time to bring them back more often than what I have been. Not that we are going completely to feral looks, but I feel like it's time. Because the amount of DMs that I got over these feral looks and how much y'all miss them, I just have to. So right now I'm mixing, we got a white base, and then we're gonna take a little bit of fair because I don't want it completely white, but I want it lighter than what I normally have it. So let's mix that. Let's go. Y'all excited? I'm excited. We're gonna grab an E27. We're gonna grab this color. This is BakeUp. Y'all know I absolutely adore these palettes. This one is the Neons. We're gonna start with this color, and I'm gonna press it into the socket. I'm gonna use my smaller brush because I really want control. I don't want this transition to get too out of hand, picking up more of that color. Look how pigmented it is though. Just keep packing that on. Grabbing more, and we'll finish over this way. Perfect. Now that I have this one already placed, I'm just gonna start to tap to transition. Hang on, let the slide stop. If you find that when you do your shadow, your colors just kind of mix together and they become muddy or even fade or even patchy, just try using a smaller brush. It's not going to take that much longer, and you're going to have so much more control, and you're going to have control over that transition and your crease color. So try that next time. So I'm just taking that one side of the brush now, just tapping back and forth. I will definitely show y'all how to clean up. I feel that when I just started trusting this process and understanding that to get these extreme looks, it has to look like this at first. It has to look like this, and it has to look like this to get to where we're going. And I just couldn't understand that because a lot of times when I started this, I was just going off of a beautiful picture I saw on Pinterest. So I didn't understand the process it took to get to that, because a lot of times we only saw that finished product, that beautiful finished look. So I didn't understand that I was headed in the right direction, because right now I would have already wiped this off and said, this is horrifying. But just trust yourself. Now we're going to take the white shade, and it's okay if we still have some of that purple on there. We're going to tap that on our brow bone, smooth it over this way, still using the side of the brush, and then we're going to smooth it over this way. Grab a little bit more here. There we go. Now I'm going to reach for this color, and I want you to notice where I grabbed it. Now I've grabbed that in the center of the brush. I'm going to take this color and start to just darken a little bit here. I think I'm going to use black eyeshadow today because nothing says feral like black eyeshadow. And then I'm just going to I'm taking the center of the brush, and I'm just going to lightly tap that into that first color we laid down, just to smooth it a little bit. Isn't that fun to watch that come together? Let's darken a little, same color, only one tap this time. Let's darken over this way a little bit more. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done a cut crease. I'm only gonna do a half cut crease, but it's been a second. Let me zoom you in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to place it. Okay, you see that? And then I do a couple pulls. I'm also bringing this up really, really high. I want a lot of extra lid space because I want to do a bunch of shimmers on my lid. So we're going to, ooh, did you see that mess up? Y'all about to learn, you ready? I could have already had this done if I would just kind of swoop it, but I want to teach y'all. So place, then pull. And if you can't shut one eye at a time, just tilt your head back. Place, and then pull. Place, and then pull. And then you can just tap. And then let me show you how to fix that. So all we're gonna do is just take a dry spoolie. This is a lot easier to do if you do not do it in your phone. There's something anyways, okay? We're just taking that off, easy peasy. We're gonna grab the same brush. We're gonna grab the dark purple, grabbing it on the tip of the E27. And we're just gonna go in and stamp right over that. See that? Crisis averted. Don't worry about this. That we can clean up easy, easy, easy. Grabbing one more little stamp, but only on the tip, just the tip of the brush. I feel like I'm yelling, I'm sorry, I get excited. And then transition it. Dun, da, da, da. Crisis averted. So let's continue carving out our lid. There we go. Again, I know that I can shut one eye at a time, but if you just look down into your mirror, you can really get in there. So there we go. But we can stop it right there. Don't worry about over here. Now, we're getting somewhere really fun. We're gonna take black eyeshadow, same E27 that we've been using the entire time. Isn't it crazy we've done all of this and we've only used 2 brushes? So I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna stamp it right here. Tilt my head back. And then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna push it in here as well. I might have already said this, but it's important to, also that's okay, we're gonna fill all that in a second. But it's important to have the shadow on the tip of the brush in the center. Right in the center. It's also important to not swipe right now. Now we need to look for, now I'm actually gonna use 2 colors out of this palette. So, and Monday's my day I palette hop. And that's gorgeous, this palette, chef's kiss. I need a brown that has some red, almost a purple in it, and this one is perfect. I know that you might be looking at it and going, I see brown. I should do a video on that. We'll swatch them and then you'll probably be able to see it. But we're gonna transition the black a little bit. Look how pigmented that is. Okay, just a smidge. And when we're working with this, we gotta whisper. See how that just melts into the black and ties into the purple so nicely? Okay, let's grab one more tap, grabbing it on the side of the brush. Smooth that through here. Now you can see that purple. I'm speechless. I haven't transitioned it enough yet. We're gonna get to that, but I wanna just preface this by saying, normally I prefer these without eyeshadow base. I'm curious to see if this is going to change the formula, but if we are kind of just on our starting our makeup journey and we sometimes have issues with creasing, I do not recommend using this base under here. I could wipe it off. We absolutely could. We could even leave that carve. We could just do that with micellar water, but I'm going to chance it because it's Feral Monday and we're just feral. How pretty is this? And that's just gonna go in the center. And also the reason I'm not worried about it is because I'm just taking it on a smaller part of the lid. Okay, let's bring it there. I have a feeling this color is gonna sell out. I'm gonna find a way to use this in a less feral way too. Really quickly, this is dry and I'm not having any issues, but I will say that I did really smooth that base out and it's kind of dry underneath there because I did smooth it so much. So that's, I'm pretty sure it's not going to affect it, but I do just want to keep reiterating it is going to be better without a base underneath it. But this is stunning. Now we're taking that dark brown and we're just going to tap it in between to transition the blue. So pretty. Same thing over here. I mean, this color is absolutely wild. Smooth that out a little bit. So what you're about to see here is not being done any justice. Just wait till I do the back camera. I'm looking at it in the mirror and I honestly feel like a butterfly. Some might even say I feel like a princess. There we go. And then just lightly feathered over into the blue. And look how smooth this is, no creasing. Now we're gonna start our cleanup process. This is micellar water on here. You're gonna still see a little bit of that eyeshadow base, but it's not affecting it. Now I'm gonna grab some gel liner because gel liner is gonna go over the glitter a lot easier. And listen, I should have left space, but I got wild. But sometimes if we don't leave space, gel liner, it's gonna go over it the easiest, it's gonna cover it the quickest. Also, what you just saw me do is I wanted to scoop this out and I could have stuck my brush on in here, but I don't know how much I'm gonna need. And I wanna get this closed, no matter the brand of gel liner, I wanna get it closed ASAP. So just scoop some out. You can put it, if you don't wanna get it on your hand, just Google or Amazon well, I don't have one near me because apparently I don't do makeup every day. Just Google a makeup palette. Let me go get you a link. Hang on. By the way, that wasn't a commission link. That's just a link I found on Amazon. I don't make any money off of that link. So let's grab this, and we're gonna grab this on an E26. And this is the liner from Pretty Vulgar. I'm not even really gonna worry about doing a wing, but I do want a nice black lash line. See how nicely it goes over the shimmers? Turn to the side. Let's grab some more. There we go. Look at that sparkle. So now we are applying our lash, and I think I got a little glue on the end here, but I'm gonna show you what I've been using. Just wait, let's clamp them together. These are from House of Lashes, by the way. There we go. This, the dry shampoo. I did a quick little TikTok on it, but I'll tell y'all, you can use this, and look at this. You can just run it through your falsies. See that? And now it's gone. And I never put mascara on my falsies, and the reason why is because it changes the shape. This does not change the shape, and it just kind of refreshes if you get anything in them. I've honestly never had a product that I would apply on my falsies, but I will this. We're going in with this Stila liner. See how it matches the shadow? Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. So I'm gonna show y'all one of my favorite long wear, super pigmented, super thin foundations, but I need you to kind of trust the dry time. I talk about this a lot when it comes to long wear foundations. They are very deceiving until they completely dry. I'm gonna do this. So this right here is gonna be the same. It's gonna scare you. You're not gonna trust me, and it's even gonna get better. That's the same, okay? It's gonna look very warm until it completely dries. All that water needs to evaporate, and the alcohol I believe this one has alcohol, but a lot of times that's what you're seeing is that alcohol needs time to dry and evaporate. So then you'll see that true color. You can already see it starting to dry and it matches beautifully. I've done a wear test on this one. I did it in the summertime. This is the Makeup Forever. This is the HD Skin. This is a fantastic foundation. Now we're gonna take a little bit of the foundation I have here on the back of my hand, grabbing that on our E29. We want a very light amount of product, so we're gonna use the fluffier brush. The fluffier brush, the less coverage, remember that. So we're gonna take that, tap it here, and then we're gonna tap a little bit across here. I really wanna keep this nice and bright, but then we're gonna tap this area and just kind of smush all that together. Pretty. Now the next thing we're gonna do is, because this eye makeup's pretty intense, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit of color correcting. And what is happening is, I know a lot of you are thinking, Rose, you don't have dark under eyes. I really don't. But I mean, you can see, even compared, once I put this peach here, you can see that this blue and these dark colors, they're really pulling that darkness underneath here. And that's one of the reasons I didn't enjoy dark eyeshadow for a very long time. So, somewhere in this chaos is my C31. Let's grab that and we're gonna even this out. Again, very thin skin under here, so we just want it to be really nice and even. That already looks so much better. I got too excited. This is actually the Exa Peach Corrector. I have tried a lot of correctors, but this formula is elite. It's fantastic. It's creamy. It dries down. It layers beautifully. It has absolutely never, ever, 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 ever let me down. I know it might be a spicier price, but you're getting quality. Also, really quickly, well, I've done lots of reels on this, but just a quick little refresher in case you're confused. Peach would be considered a corrector for me. And if you're wondering why the pink goes on top, that's a brightener. And if we were to put this under concealer, probably would just mix in and you wouldn't see it. So that's why I put the pink on top. And pink brightens, let's say, fair light to medium tan. After that goes banana. For medium tan and on, and then after that we could even start using peach as a brightener again, and then after that I need to do a full tutorial on that, but I hope this kind of gives you just a quick idea of why I do this. So a brightener, which is pink on me, goes on top. That's different than a corrector. This looks fun, and I love the idea of this. Now these are very warm. These are still going to shape the face, but I'm not going to call this contouring. None of these. But I love the idea that we have the 3 bronzers and then we could mix these, because this and this mixed together, I think that's going to be a really nice concealer shade for me. Again, this is why we need that mixing palette I was talking about. I don't know where mine is, but my hand will do. We're going to use the bronze shades as well. But first I'm going to start with some of this. Ooh, it's creamy. I'm excited. It's a really nice pink. And then this one's a little warm, but more on the neutral side, and then you can see what it looks like once I tear into it. I'm just gonna mix these two together. That looks perfect. I love the texture. And then we'll just put some here, put some here. There we go. I'm actually gonna mix in just a little whisper. See how tiny? I feel like that needed to be a little bit more pink on me. Perfect. Perfect. And then whatever's left, I'm just going to take it there, smooth that out, really smooth it out. There we go. I really like the texture. C31, let's start to blend it out. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like it. I'm excited. So there's also a color correcting one, which I will talk about. We could go through that. But let's see how this wears. I'm gonna wear it for just a little while today. I'm gonna film a couple more, I'm gonna film a couple more videos. So I'm gonna be wearing this for quite some time. Then I'm gonna go get a coffee. So I'll probably wear this for probably another 6 hours, maybe even more. So I'll let y'all know how it wears. Blending like a dream. I love it. Now I think this one probably has the most red in it. So let's put this on the back of our hand. I'm gonna smooth it out on the back of my hand. That's all I have, okay? Stay with me. So the reason I evened it out here and I didn't just dip in there is because I don't care what tool you're using. Dipping into that, it's not gonna pick up the right amount. It can get messy and then we'll have patchy, horrifying bronzer. So I'm just gonna tap it evenly out. There it is on the brush, you can see it. I'm gonna start here. Ooh, it's pretty, nice and pigmented, blending in beautifully to our foundation. Now for blush, I'm trying a blush that a brand asked me to try out. So it's not released, so I can't show it to y'all. So I'm gonna I'm gonna have to hop off to try it. There we go. This is gorgeous. I hope it wears nicely. Now before I hop off, but I'll just be gone a second. We're gonna do the Gerard powder, and it is super, super pink. I love it. I love, love, love it. It's so smooth, but I really want a blush transition, and I feel like this is gonna be really nice. And I also love the idea of a super pink under eye with this kind of purpley pink we have going on here. So now let's smooth that out. So pretty. By the way, we are having that spring sale, and you can get the puff in the spring sale. Spring it on. Ooh, that's pretty. So before I move on to blush, I'm gonna take my powder foundation here and I'm actually gonna set the rest of my face just for some more coverage. This is a really good way to get extra coverage. You know, you can just set with your powder foundation and it just kind of blurs everything. So pretty. There we go. By the way, this is the same C42. Do you see how it's not bunching up at all? That I used this with the liquid and now I'm using it with the powder. They're magic, y'all. I'm gonna add just a little bit more powder bronzer. This is my favorite. I love how much red is in this one. I would probably add a little bit of red blush to the one that I just applied. That'd be a fun experiment, right? We'll try that out. I don't know if you know this, but you can add mixing pigments to your bronzers and even your blushes. If you wanted to make a blush more cool, you could add a lot of blue to it. Y'all want a video, don't y'all? It's just fun to watch. I can explain all day long, but I'm a visual person too, and I'll just show y'all. There's so many different ways to use those mixing pigments. Okay, I'm not filming the video, so I'll be right back. I'm literally just trying it out. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm seeing what I think about it. Just be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have it on. Obviously, I can't tell you what it is, but it's gorgeous. There's even some glow, and it's not a big texture ball. It just looks like just beautiful. Ooh, the color is perfect. I like it. I'm just gonna mimic what we have going on here. So I'm gonna grab that same Stila liner that we already used, the Artistix, an electric slide, and I'm bringing it out of my waterline a little while Gene Bean snores. Actually, Dougie was snoring more today. That's Gene Bean though, he's louder. Then we're gonna grab this purple again from the Neon palette that we already tagged, and we're just gonna transition underneath here. That's fun. And then for our inner corner, we're gonna grab this Mara Cosmetics glitter, and that's gonna go here. This has a little bit of pink to it. See how it's gonna tie in so nicely? There we go, there we go. Ooh. Sometimes I get too excited and I forget to tell you the color. It's shiny, I get distracted, but that's the color. Liquid lipstick from Jean-Luc Cosmetics. This is the shade Pride, and I just wanted something really, really pink. We're gonna add a lip liner though for definition. Now before this dries, I'm just going to go in with my lip liner, and we can blend as we go. Vin is on the phone, and I need to shut the door. That's gorgeous. All right, we are done. This is fun, isn't it? Wait till you see it with back camera. I just thought of a really fun way to contour your nose. I don't really contour my nose a lot, but I just grabbed an eyeshadow palette and it kind of gave me a vision. I'm gonna film it and see if it's actually helpful or if it's just something in my brain. And then I'm also gonna film with a Queen Cosmetics lip gloss. But that's all I had in mind to film. I love you all so much. I will save this to YouTube. I have one more I need to save to YouTube as well. I'll do that today. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube. That's where I'm saving all of these highlights. It's not monetized there. That way you won't have commercials, just like here. And yeah, and then of course IG deletes my highlights after a while, so they're there and they'll be there forever. So make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube. I love you all so much. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I know it's feral, but we learned a lot, and I'm gonna do a couple more. I can't talk today. I'm too excited. We're gonna do a couple more feral looks throughout the week, but just know everyone is included, and I will do looks for everyone. But y'all were loud and clear that y'all miss these types of looks, and so have I. So we're gonna do more. I love you so much, and then I will see you in the comments tonight.